Welcome to the Any Noise Experience, a podcast endurance noise, random musings. You know what time it is. It's snack time for the pups. Because it's, 5:09 on a Wednesday morning, and it is October 14th. Not a whole lot of moon out here this morning, and I'm feeling pretty good. Got a little bit of an ankle issue. Got Molly the pug and Milo the pup heading out. Today is day 14, so I need to do 14 kilometers in the Run Desi Oktoberfest, and should be okay. The left ankle's been bothering me a bit, so yesterday I had a really good 10K, and then just got super tired later in the day, and actually rode my bicycle for the first time to run camp. I guess just a run camp at Yokit's Park, and didn't do much mile-wise. Slept really good, and now it's off. Hopefully the weasel will be awake and come out with us and join us. So have a good day, guys. It's funny, every day we get up and come out the backyard at around 5 in the morning with the pups, and Molly the pug always looks at me like she doesn't know what she's supposed to be doing out here, which is kind of funny. And of course, got to give her their snacks. It's 61 degrees here in Bakersfield, and if you look down, it's supposed to get 89 still in the 90s. It's like, good God, it's October 14th. When will this weather ever change? It's going to be a little warm for my first race since February. The Run with the Burros 10-miler. It's out in the desert outside of Ridgecrest, so should be interesting. Speaking of the race, my Training Peaks data, fatigue 90, fitness 113, form is 11, and you want that fatigue to be going down and the form to be going up, so that's good news. And you can see Burros 3 days until the event. So yesterday I was talking about that 10K performance, and I really like this feature, obviously, hence it's called Training Peaks. And you can see that yesterday 10:10 I had a good walk on 10:10, and that was when I was talking about, I guess. Here it is. You have 10:13, my 12th best walk of the year for a 10K, so not bad considering I just was cruising along. So things are looking up for the Burro race, and of course I'm really training for my first ultra since January, the 12-hour hippie race in Vegas, which I've got confirmed happening. In fact, I was talking to my buddy Carl Kent yesterday, who finished Moab 240. Congratulations to her. She did it solo. I crewed and paced her Tahoe 200 and did about 80 miles with her, so it's amazing she was able to do that solo. Tough race, tough lady, bad water finisher 7 or 8 times. I got to look that up, make sure I know the exact number. So, and then of course the Fitbit data. Last night, 5 hours, 54 minutes and a score of 87. Phenomenally good for me. Resting heart rate went up a bit. Well, no, it went down a little. Good. Kind of trying to recover here. The sleep score, though, is really good. One of the benefits of taking this medication for my congestive heart failure is my sleep has improved a lot, because my blood pressure was pretty through the roof, I'm sure. So very good that my goal is 5 hours a night, and I do take my naps during the day, obviously. So that's pretty good. And then of course the walking and the training yesterday. Funny thing, I did a bike ride yesterday and it did not record it as a bike ride. Rode it to and from run camp. It was a good 10-15 minute ride both ways, and didn't count it. In fact, if you have to scroll down here, right there, last Friday was the first time that Fitbit actually thought I was riding a bike, even though I've ridden my bike a couple times a week since I had my fall back in back in March. And then, of course, the weight is just not coming off. At least I've been consistent, and I did drop a little from that high of 122 kilos. I'm going to probably be going back to the dark side, which I'll talk about in a later episode. So, it's time to see if the weasel is going to go with me. Alexa time.
The time is 5:26 a.m.
Alexa weather.
Right now in Bakersfield, it's 65 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. Today's forecast has lots of sun, with a high of 88 degrees and a low of 61 degrees.
Well, I'm glad the weasel got up this morning, because this 9K would have been a lot harder if I hadn't done the first 4K with her. Got like 2 kilometers left to go, walking by good old Smart and Final and the Golden State Highway. Pretty noisy this morning. Yeah, some days, you know, obviously it's good to have a routine, because this has been one of those mornings where I feel like I've been walking with 2 left feet. Actually, definitely 2 left feet. That's left ankles. Bothering me a bit. Been wearing a brace all last night. Don't wear it when I'm walking, because it throws off my stride and then I'll just mess something else up. So, looking forward to getting done with this. You know, I'm doing the Run Desi Tober, A6, Desi Linden. She's doing a mile for every day. So today is day 14. She's doing 14 miles. Since I'm walking, I'm going to do 14K. So my goal is usually in the morning to do 2/3 of the miles. So this morning, do a little over 9 kilometers. So then this evening, I only got to do 5. Try and break it up. Doesn't get hard till that last week. I guess the last week. She said it'd be 493 miles for her for the month, 493 kilometers. The last week is 193, because she had to pick October with the 31st. So 193 kilometers, this is a good 120 miles. So that'll be kind of a little hard. I got a 10 miler this Saturday, but I'm gonna have to go out and do a 16K Friday. So that'll be a little bit much, but it's just gonna be a for fun race. So looking forward to getting home. I got a DoorDash schedule, so I can go out and make some money and then get home, take care of business. For those of you looking for a show to watch, Bert Kreischer, The Cabin on Netflix is pretty damn funny. First episode, he had Tom Segura and Joey from a lot of times those guys are on Joe Rogan. It was pretty damn funny, them cooking the ostrich. And then the second episode, he had a couple of female comedians on, and they had Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner, really enjoyed. It was nice to see her in a situation where it was just really real. I mean, probably about as real as you can get, because Bert Kreischer, if you don't know him, check him out. He calls himself The Machine. In fact, he looks like my twin in a lot of ways. A little younger than me, big boy with a beard, and he likes to run around with no shirt on, which you're not going to see me shirtless. But he actually runs marathons, and he can just jump into any kind of thing and fit right in. I remember he met Zach Bitter through Joe Rogan, and so he came on and did commentating in the last hour or two of Zach Bitter's world record treadmill run. And it was Zach's wife, Courtney DeWalter, Maggie Guterall, who's running this weekend in the big backyard, trying to defend her title in the last man, last woman standing, and Sally McRae. And the women just fell in love with Bert, and Bert was just funnier than hell, and he just has a way about him that puts people at ease. I mean, after that day, he was besties with all those ladies. They were trying to talk him into doing the Javelin 100 miler. I wrote him and said, don't do it, do the 100K maybe. So it'll be fun to see if he ever does an ultra. But, so anyways, he has Caitlyn Jenner on. Really interesting discussion talk. They do some axe throwing and arrow shooting and other hilarity. So you should definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. And I will talk to you guys this afternoon, finishing up the morning workout. Be back out here probably 5 o'clock. Still supposed to be 90 in Bakersfield. So you all have a good day. Get out there and put in your miles. Well, another day is in the books. Just finished up a quick little workout. Did 2 times 8 minutes, 2 times 4 minutes for a 10:45 overall pace, because I do like a 10-minute warm-up and then 2-minute in between rest break. And so that was a good evening run, walk. I'm not running, just walk. And then this morning I did a 9.36 kilometers walk. So I have got my Run Des October mileage in, kilometers in, that is. I got 16.8. I needed 14K, so nice to see that. Like I said this morning, got some good sleep. Interesting, you pull up here, look at the walks. It's amazing how accurate it is. 152 walk this morning. Wasn't too quick at the first, see that blue there. And then, of course, this evening it was 46 minutes according to my Fitbit. Really do enjoy the Fitbit. It definitely helps keep track of stuff. And I was actually a whole kilo down in the old weight, so the dark side must be working. So, not much else to talk about. The left ankle is still a little iffy, so I'm kind of babying it because I've got that 10-miler this Saturday with the Beggars Distance Project, the run with the Burros, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. Haven't done a race since March 1st, which was the end of Trails 10K, which I walked and almost broke 90. So that was my fastest 10K of the year, obviously, since right after that I had my fall and then my hospitalizations. So as always,